What's up everyone, WizardKen here with another Xbox One World of Tanks video. Today we're going to be doing another episode of First Impression, and today's tank we're going to be looking at is the British Tier 9 tank destroyer, the FV4004 Conway, or just the Conway. Now, I'm super excited to be doing this tank. I know we bought this thing last week, but I haven't had a chance to sit down and do a First Impression video for this tank, and really get to look at it and stuff like that. I have played a couple games in it, but I haven't really done too much with it. Now, before we jump into this, two things real quick. One, I apologize if you hear me sniffling, gurgling, or any other weird stuff like blowing my nose. I'm sick. My wife got sick from her work in the medical field, and pretty much everybody at her work is like sick, which is kind of funny. But anyways, I was doing fine until yesterday. I woke up with a whole bunch of shit in my throat and everything else real bad, and then it just got worse and worse throughout the night when I was at work. So luckily I'm off today and tomorrow, so I'll be trying to rest up as much as possible, drink that orange juice, take a whole bunch of meds and stuff like that. I got my Vicks rub on and everything like that, so I apologize if I make any weird noises. Anyways, the second thing too, if you're new to the channel and also new to the first impression videos, let me explain what these are real quick, just so you don't get the wrong impression about these videos. Now, these videos are, like it says, first impression. This is not a review video. Let me repeat, we are not reviewing this tank today. Now, what we like to do in first impression videos is, just as it says, give you that first insight, that first look of how the tank will feel when you first buy it. I like doing this kind of thing so that you guys can be prepared on what you might, some of the challenges you might have before you unlock all the packages on this tank. Now, we will be learning this together. Usually I try to do these videos within me just buying the tank, or within the first one or two battles that I've played in it, just so we can make sure that we're all on the same page, and I'm not like, oh, I've done 20 battles in here, but I'm going to tell you how it kind of feels when you first start off. No. That would be like everybody else's review on these tanks, so that we don't do that. We try to stick so that you guys can see how I struggle through a tank, or how I excel at a tank right from the beginning, you know, and just then you can compare yourself to me and say, yeah, I can see how he's having a hard time. Or wait, no, I wouldn't have a hard time. I'm used to this tank because of this other tank. So anyways, enough about that. Let's jump in and talk about the Conway. So we just unlocked our Tier 9 British Tank Destroyer. This thing has a really, really nasty gun. One of the things you're going to really like about this tank is that you don't have to unlock packages to get a bigger gun. You've got the biggest gun you can get for this tank on it right from the start, which is pretty freaking sweet. Everything else that you unlock on the packages is just like an engine, tracks, radio man, and different things like that. That's really all it is. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the packages real quick. There's two packages. As you can see, I unlocked the one because I had enough experience points left over from a couple other tanks, and you can see I built myself right back up. This was kind of expensive to get. I think this was like 30,000, and then this one's 68,000. But as you can see, the gun stays the same. It's a tier 10 gun. For some reason earlier I thought that was a tier 9, but it could be my meds that I'm on. I feel really loopy right now, so this ought to be an interesting video. Really, it should be. But as you can see, we got a tier 10 gun, and the only thing we're upgrading is on the first package you'll get a new engine and radio, and then on the last one you'll get a engine, tracks, and radio. So, but the gun, this is the first tank I've ever seen it really do that, which is pretty sweet. Also, just like the last tank, you're not going to get a new turret. You're going to be pretty much stuck with the turret that you have right now, which kind of sucks, but we're kind of used to that by now since we're up to tier 9, that a lot of these tanks are not built for being a brawler or anything like that, so a lot of our armor on these tanks are not going to be amazing. So anyways, so let's talk about what we're going to be going over today, and then let's get this show on the road. So first off, we're going to be talking about the stats. We'll go over the stats real quick of what they are right now. Of course, these stats will change as we unlock new packages and different things like that. But a lot of these stats will not change. Like we said, the turret and the whole armor and stuff like that will not change. The gun will not change. Um, Maybe we might get more hit points, but I don't think so, because on the right side you can see there that there's no grayed out area near the health spot. So that means that there's probably not another upgrade, but we do have another speed boost and a radio boost that we will get once we unlock that last package. Um, Now, we're not going to do a tank inspector, which is usually we go and look on the computer and look at the armor thoroughly so that we can find really where the weak spots are on these tanks. But because this tank is very weak in the sense of armor, there's no reason to really look at the tank inspector. I've already looked at it, and like I said, I'm not gonna waste your guys' time on that. So once we get done with the stats, we're gonna jump straight into a battle. So without further ado, let's talk about the stats. Alright guys, so let's look at the stats of the FV4004 Conway. The hit points on this thing is 1,500, which isn't a bad amount of hit points, but a Death Star could pretty much one-shot you. Um, your predecessor, your brother, your bigger brother tank on the other British tank destroyer line could definitely one-shot you in this tank. I haven't been, I haven't felt a Death Star hit me yet in this tank, but yeah, it's going to be nasty. But still, 1,500 hit points is not a lot of hit points. You could pretty much get killed pretty quick in a tier 9 and tier 10 game. And that's kind of scary, because that's what we're going to be seeing is tier 8, tier 9s, tier 10s, or wait, sorry, tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, tier 10. So those are all the tanks that we could see, but pretty much we're probably going to see tier 9s and 10. That's pretty much all I've seen with this tank. The speed on this tank is 35 kilometers per hour, which isn't terrible, but it's not amazing. The whole armor is 76 on the front, 51 on the side, 38 on the rear. So as we talked about, through this whole line, we've noticed that we're not going to get any armor with these tanks. We might as well just try to play them very supportively. And that's how I've been doing every single tank since like tier 5 and 6. It's just being very supportive. There's no armor on these tanks. The turret armor does get a little bit better than the last tank we were in. 132 in the front, 95 on the side, and 37 on the rear. So we do have a little bit of increased armor there. And plus, if you look at the gun mantle, there's a nice big thick piece of metal that surrounds the front of this tank a little bit, that's connected to the gun. It actually does help, and it does help you bounce, but there's so many open spots on the front of this tank that you're most likely not going to bounce. People are probably going to pen you no matter what. Now, let's get to the fun part, the gun on this thing. So it is a tier 10 gun that you get on this tank. It's 120 millimeter. Rate of fire is 7.69 rounds a minute. So you can almost get 8 rounds a minute with this tank, which is pretty badass. The penetration is 259, so you shouldn't have any problems with majority of the tanks that you see out there. There are some tier 10s that have some wicked tier 10 armor that with their sloped armor and the thickness of that armor equaled into the effectiveness of the armor can overreach 300. We saw that with the Type 59, the new premium tank that was out for a while to buy. That thing has some wicked armor, and that's only a tier 8. So anyways, the pen on this thing, like we said, is 259. The damage is 400. Not a lot, but you're still doing almost 8 rounds in a minute. So 8 rounds at 400 a hit, not bad at all. You're going to do some really good damage. Now, the camo on this thing is below average. That's one thing I didn't like about this tank, is that, yes, it's got a fully rotating turret, but because of the lack of armor and speed and stuff like that, and the hit points not being very big, you would have thought Wargaming would have gave this thing a little bit better camo so that it would have a better chance in a battle, but they didn't. Really, to be honest with you, I think this tank needs to have a better camo rating than that. It needs to have above average, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Or give us more hit points. I believe this tank should have a lot more hit points if you're not going to give us better camo. Usually that's my rule of thumb. When I see a lot of hit points on the tank, and then I see camo rating is pretty shit. That's my normal standards. Is a lot more hit points and armor, minus more camo. Less hit points and less armor, you need to have a lot more camo. That's just my personal thing. So, anyways, enough about this. That was the stats, guys. So pretty much from the rundown of what we talked about in the stats, we need to play this thing very supportively, like we've done with every other tank in this tank line. And we'll see what we could do. So let's take it out and yeah, have some fun. Alrighty, guys, we're on Cliff Encounter. We're going to be going against tier 10s, tier 9s, tier 8s. Okay, so there is a diversity of different tanks, but yay for me having to fight against really big tanks. Not super looking forward to having to fight big tanks, but whatever. Especially with our camo rating being the shittiest thing in the world. See what happens. So it looks like the enemy team already shot once, and we've been spotted already. Eat it. Damn it, I missed.
Using the optics, Commander.
Come on, enemy team. Let's see what you can do.
The enemy knows the location. She's loaded. That one did some damage.
Nice, someone ammo racked him pretty nicely.
Ready to fire. They've destroyed one of our tanks.
Okay, so our Waffly 100 is gone. Is he? Yeah, he's dead. Dumbass. Can we hit this guy? No.
The enemy is capturing the base.
The enemy is capturing the base. Yes, I know you want my help with this guy, but I can't do anything to him.
The enemy knows our location.
There's a KV4. Who is that down there? T28 prototype?
I
Wow.
see one.
How to do this? Yeah, that's right, Artie. Go suck a big one.
They found us. The enemy is
Yeah,
taking
we're
the
gonna
base.
get our asses killed. T-57 is pretty much dead.
Penetration. Reloaded.
Alright, we are tearing some people up, but I don't dare push around too much. Wow. I'm sorry I'm not very talkative. It's just my throat is killing me and stuff. I'm all loopy right now. My head's all over the place.
They found us.
It's not even fucking funny.
Enemies are capturing the base. We got him. Reloaded.
Eat it. Eat it. Lick my hairy balls. I'm not too loopy for that. Oh, fuck. God, I hate it when I feel sick. I really do. It fucking sucks ass. IT57. Make sure you give me a thumbs up because I saved your ass. What is this? I don't know. They got it. They got it handled. I'm gonna go find me a goddamn Artie. Cause I want to. Ooh, who's that? Aw, sons of bitches. Took a shot at something I was hoping to kill. Oh well. GG for them. Hello, bitch. Eat it. Yeah. It's like, hello, bitch. How are you? Would you like some cookies? I've got cookies you can have. Don't worry. You're good to go. Got tons of cookies for you. Oh my god, it's a T124. Are you fucking kidding me? That's who's up there kicking everyone's ass.
The enemy is capturing the base.
Jesus Christ. I have no shot on him. Fuck. I need to go up behind them. Ooh, nice shot, Centurion.
Enemies are capturing the base.
Oh, and the other T-57. You guys are doing great. I'll be there in a second. I just gotta go get some ice cream. Ice cream. Oh, look at that. Artie got him from downtown. Good job, Artie. You're
Mission
special.
accomplished.
Alright guys, so we got 40,000 in silver, 3,906 in experience points, 3 tanks destroyed, 3,000 damage, 9 penetrations, 2 detections, 412 in assisting, and we came in second place. Woo! Oh yeah. This is really, really good for us. I like that. That was good. Alright guys, so I know I didn't talk a lot during the battle. I was really kind of silent. I usually like to talk about the tank and how it feels to me and different things like that, but I didn't because my head is so loopy right now, it's not even fucking funny. But you got to see the tank in action. I mean, really, to be honest with you, I played it very far back. I did get detected here and there, but I made sure I had protection. I went out, I shot, and I ran away. And as you can see, the gun's really nasty on this tank. It's really, really, really nasty. You just gotta play it very supportively. This tank can get its ass kicked pretty quickly if you don't watch out. You have no armor on it at all. So, like I said, play it supportively and you'll have a lot of fun with it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We just did 3,000 damage, which is really good to do. That 7 rounds a minute, almost 8 rounds in a minute is pretty amazing. So, anyways, guys, hopefully I feel better tomorrow. I've got some other shit I gotta do. I'm gonna go take some more meds because, yeah, they make me feel better and happy and loopy. Anyways, I apologize if this was not to the highest standards, but I'm trying my best to get you guys some videos out there even when I'm sick. So, until next time, I'm WizardKen. See ya!